There are 4 different kinds of business owners when considering the size of their companies. And each of them has very specific characteristics, strengths and weaknesses. And each of them has their own problems. They are all very different animals. Each of them has to work on very specific things, to devote their time on special activities to grow and to reach the next level. One thing at a time, as long as it is at the right time. Okay? So let's go into greater details. First category, the roosters. These are 5-figure business owners. If they struggle to reach the 6-figure threshold, that's most likely because they lack focus. What do I call struggle? If they need more than a year, let's say about 10 to 15 months to reach the 6-figure mark, they struggle. Okay? And I say the number one problem is they lack focus, because I have worked with a lot of them and I know that they spend their time on worthless activities such as consuming social media, watching Netflix, browsing YouTube and crap. What's worse, they do this during their working hours. It's paradoxical because that's precisely at the beginning of your business journey, that when you start, that you need maximum power, laser focus, 100% energy. Like a rocket ship or like a car, it's when it starts that it consumes 80% of its fuel, right? From still to motion. And it's paradoxical because at this stage you have so many things to do. Your job is to avoid, like the plague, useless activities, because what you need is time. Alright? When you are starting, it's unlikely that you are a pro at marketing and sales. And it's likely that you are short of money. And still there are all these activities that need to be done. So you will need to gather information online, offline, in books, or to look for knowledge directly from the people that you have around you, if they are ahead of you. And then you will have to try to test. That's not the best solution. That's just the best outcome for this situation when you start alone with no money. And that's what most entrepreneurs do. I have done it. Most of us have earned some money this way. And more often than not, the process is slow, but at least it's moving forward. That's what matters, to move forward, always. So do it for a while. You will grow your business to 6 figures this way, as long as you invest your time in marketing and sales, and as long as you avoid wasting your time on these 100% useless things. Your goal at this stage is to save money to be able to hire the best people for your revenue generating activities, marketing and sales. And that's the key. As long as you do these activities by yourself, your business is taking baby steps, unless you have discovered a talent along the way that you never knew you had, right? But when you give the work to the right people, you would better be ready to take off, to really take off. Till there, you have a lot of things to do, and that's why you need to value your time. Okay? I have tremendous respect for roosters because they are independent, they are bold, and they are proud to manage their own businesses, but they can barely fly. And still they are in our brotherhood of business owners, regardless of what people say, that below 6 figure it's not a business, it's a job, blah blah. Forget this. It is a business. It's your own business. You don't depend on anybody anymore. That's all that counts. The only people roosters depend on are their clients, exactly as hawks, falcons and eagles. I will talk about them later. Okay? So to summarize the situation for 5-figure business owners, the roosters, to grow a 6-figure business, you need to get rid of the no value activities, to focus on one thing at a time, to improve your marketing and sales skills, to do the work alone for a while, and to save as much money as you can to be able to hire the right people when you reach 6 figures. Because to go higher and faster, you will delegate up as soon as possible. That's what you will do once you reach 6 figures, when you become a falcon. I call 6 figures business owners falcons because they do fly, and since they are still small, they are very swift and agile, but they don't fly to great altitudes. And when falcons stop flapping their wings, they begin to fall. Okay, when you are at the 6-figure level in yearly revenue, the first thing is it means that there's a market. Okay, there's no doubt anymore. What your business offers has met the demand. You know your target, you know what they want or what they need. You know your business model, it works. It's been validated by the market. That's why, from a supply and demand perspective, if you have made 6 figures, you can absolutely make 7 or 8 figures. 100%. You've been validated. So now your goal as a falcon is to grow a 7-figure business. You need to radically change your schedule. And that's where most people get stuck in the growth of their companies. If you want to grow a 7-figure business, you will have to get rid of some activities that brought you to 6 figures. What brought you here won't get you there. That's the most critical phase of the lifetime of your business, the one that most business owners miss. This is the final boss, and that's why you see so many people stuck around this low 6-figure level, because of this stage. If you want your business to grow, you have to accept that you are not your business anymore. You have to let other people in. I know it hurts. It's called growing. Delegating is growing. At this stage, growing means delegating, including your marketing and sales. After all, what is marketing? It's sales done via a system, not sales done by the owner. From now on, and for the rest of your life, you will keep marketing at a strategic level indefinitely. But you will never again go by yourself on your Google or Facebook ad account. It's not your job anymore. Delegation is the most critical step in your business life, and it's the only road to real wealth. So delegate as soon as you can, even if it's at the cost of your short-term profit. I know it hurts. They are called growing pains. So you will have to accept that for a period of time, job won't be perfectly done, because your people need to get trained to know your industry, your products, your customers, your market, to know your values, and so on. It takes some time. And most business owners don't want to go through this period of time where you give away some control to other people. These business owners want to stay in control of everything. But here's the golden rule. Growth and control hate each other. Write it down, especially if you are a 6-figure business owner, a falcon, and you want to grow a 7-figure business to become a hawk. Once again, this stage is the end boss. Once you win here, it's done. You have won the game. Okay? Once you get it, your business growth skyrockets. You experience the most extraordinary growth of your life. You change your life forever. You can potentially grow a 7 or 8 or 9-figure business. There's no limit if you succeed at this stage. Just have to get into the habit of hiring the right people and delegating. So from now on and for the rest of your life, Your new job is to write things off your personal to-do list and put them on other people's to-do lists. Business owners who delegate up most of their operations are the ones who get to the $1 million milestone the fastest, period. And besides, to grow a 7-figure company, you must apply the rule of one. Remember, have one business, one target, one product, one traffic source, one conversion tool, and one offer. All right? I talk about the rule of one in greater details in another very important video that tells you why and how to use the rule of one to grow your 7-figure business and to become a 7-figure business owner. That's what matters. A 7-figure business owner is a hawk. I call them hawks because they delegate a lot of the important stuff. They are not as fast anymore, but they are bigger, they fly higher, and they fly longer. And in addition, they are able to spend a lot of time in the air without flapping their wings at all, which falcons cannot do, if you get the analogy. From a marketing and sales strategic standpoint, you will make some changes at around 7 figures. Up to around 1 million in sales, your first goal is to get more customers. It's vertical growth, okay? Once you reach the 7-figure threshold, you start switching your marketing and sales strategies to increasing the value of your customers, how to make them buy more and more frequently. It's more about their lifetime value, horizontal growth. And besides, once you reach the 7-figure threshold, to grow your company, you can of course grow it organically, but you can also grow externally. Growing through acquisitions is the single quickest way for a company to increase its value overnight. And once you make 7-figure, you are in the perfect position to do it. You have the resources and you have perfect targets that will suit your business size. Okay? One last thing. Hawks are handsome, especially compared to falcons. They have achieved a kind of a dream. They own $1 million business. People look at them differently. And hawks know it. Sometimes, often, what happens is that they also look at themselves differently. And they start spending their hardly earned money on crazy things. Lambo, watches, first class travel, champagne every day. That happens to a lot of people. Boys will be boys. Getting lost for a period of time when you reach the 7-figure stage is understandable. The danger is getting stuck at this growth stage forever, especially if you have the potential to be much more. So 2 things will help you to avoid this trap. 1, understand the concept of deferable reward. Forget the quick and easy. Think long term. The rewards at this 7-figure stage are significant, but that's only at the level above, the 8-figure level, that you will change your life and the life of your loved ones forever. Okay? Second, you have to realize that it's not just about yourself. You keep growing when you have a goal that's greater than yourself. Once you are also aiming for contribution, sharing, and building, when you find your cause, that's when you are unstoppable. Take my example. At the beginning, my inner reason for continuing was to do it for my father. I wanted to get him a castle in France with a vineyard. But it doesn't cost that much. So I found another reason. It's to show business owners and wannabe business owners the shortest path to wealth and freedom. So 1, I want more business owners instead of slave employees exploited at will. And 2, I want every business owner to know the 8-figure fast way. That's why I have written this book. Remember this: when you grow an 8-figure business, you directly create an average of between 20 to 60 jobs, or maybe 500 jobs if you are in the janitorial industry. Most of these people have a family to take care of, not to mention the money that you send to all the various suppliers that you buy products and services from. Indirect job creation. That's thousands of lives that you impact. When you keep this in mind, it's called social awareness. You have an important role in the society. That's when you start focusing on the $10,000 an hour activities, because you want to become an 8-figure business owner. An eagle. I call them eagles because they are even bigger and they fly higher than hawks and longer. Once you are up there, you will realize that your mindset, your activities, the problems that you handle, the opportunities that you have, and your schedule have radically changed. Your business and yourself have been through a deep transformational process. Everything is much more simple, easy, and much more enjoyable. Of course, as an eagle, you have the resources, the people, the knowledge, the connections that you didn't have at the beginning of your business journey as a rooster 3 years before. Yes, when you do the right things at the right time, as I show it in my book, it's doable in 3 years, starting from scratch, as long as you adapt your personal activities to your business growth stage. 1 year to 6 figures, 1 year to 7 figures, and 1 more year to 8 figures.